Let's stick with the WWE news or related news. You know, we've been off the WWE for the last 10 days or so because of my change of schedule and sort of things going on. But they got a pay-per-view coming up. Should we look at, can you tell me, is this public knowledge what the card is for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that's coming up on March 1st, which is rapidly approaching us? Oh, joy, oh, bliss.
A WWE Elimination Chamber taking place March 1st, Toronto, Ontario at the Rogers Centre.
Here's the that's the Sky Dome, right?
It was the Sky Dome.
The building that used to be the Sky Dome.
That's right. It's a better name, Sky Dome. In an unsanctioned match, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
Yes, I heard that they had officially booked that. So they're not saving it for WrestleMania with Sami and Kevin, but they're doing it in Toronto, which is probably as close as you can ask for to their hometown for a situation like this. So, you know, they're going to pull out all the stops. And with the WWE's governance or, producing and keeping an eye on them where they don't just impale each other with goddamn medieval lances, they can both work and they're motivated and they're best friends. So I bet you, unless it gets just really furniture heavy, that'll be a really good match.
The next match, a tag team match, Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
Oh, Christ.
Versus Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus.
Well, I see what they're doing there, and I can't fault them. It's Toronto. She was in the Rumble. They rumbled in the Rumble. And she's going to get a huge hometown pop. And from what I saw in the Rumble, she's still better than fucking the Refrigerator and Candy put together. So I'm not saying it's going to be a good match, but I see what they're doing to get a heck of a response from the crowd and a legend on the card where they're not going to embarrass themselves. Hopefully the refrigerator door won't fall on Trish and she'll be fine the next day.
And again, I'm assuming they're going to be adding more matches in the next week and a half or so, but the other two matches we have, the Women's Elimination Chamber match.
Oh, God damn it. That's what they're going to do, the men's and women's of this shit too.
This is what you're doing. Your audio is really peaking there. For a women's
so is my blood pressure.
For a Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania 41, Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez.
Is there anybody in that match that's over 5.5 feet tall?
Bianca Belair.
I guess Bianca's about 5'7"ish.
Maybe I think she may be a little taller, but I'm not sure. She's one of the taller girls. I think Bayley maybe, Naomi maybe. Definitely not Liv, Alexa.
All right, I ain't far off. This is a pretty fucking tight range, narrow as a. I can't say that word on YouTube anymore. Hair, but yeah. Women's Elimination Chamber, so that'll go on first. And at least we've got nowhere to go but up. And then hopefully they'll give us Sami and Kevin as a palate cleanser. And then what's in between that and the men's Elimination Chamber?
That's the only other match. Now we have the men's elimination. I thought
there's only Jesus Christ. Are they going to just now do this again where not Survivor Series. The Royal Rumble was 4.5 hours with 4 matches. Are these elimination chambers going to take as long as it does the gestation period of a hippopotamus to fucking get finished with? Why am I asking you these questions you have no control over?
The men's elimination chamber match for an undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. John Cena versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Damian Priest versus Seth Franklin Rollins.
You know what? That one is, and again, this is another reason why I don't have an Elimination Chamber match in front of this Elimination Chamber match, because you've got a few of the best minds and several of the biggest names in the company in that thing. And why take the fucking edge off of it? I think a case could be made that almost anybody in that match could legitimately, in the eyes of the fans, it could be a question: is he going to win? Is he going to win? Except Priest is a long shot, right? And obviously, I don't think Logan Paul particularly needs it. But it's, again, there's so much going on with those names and those guys in this high stakes match. Why give the people a, half-ass fucking chicken wing before you give them a whole fucking chicken dinner? Your thoughts?
Well, that's Toronto, Elimination Chamber. They've been doing these pay-per-views with just a few matches, and it appears this will be another one of those, just a few matches.
Sir, couldn't they announce one more thing just so
maybe they will? I mean, there's still 2 more TVs before then.
It was fucking 8 days from the time that we're recording this. No. Well, yeah, maybe not even 8. Was this leap year? We established that. It's awful fucking close to be announcing anything of any consequence. So I guess that's what we're stuck with. Son of a bitch.